Let me just make sure the audio is working. Yes it is. Yeah. Via Carnus. Now before we start this, I would just like to say thank you for 300 subs. I don't know if y'all get this. 300 subs. Thank you. Clean my phone. We're going to be reacting to this live. Why not? There are 18 videos. Oh, that's a season 2 trailer. So really 17 whole videos of this. So I'm gonna turn this down. So we're gonna start this and we're gonna see what it's all about. So grab some snacks, get comfy, subscribe to join the family. Let's get on with it. Ooh. Provide civil and criminal unauthorized. By the way, this is fake. Don't worry. We're not breaking any laws. This is fake. Yes.
Creatures big and small have found ways to adapt and evolve to flourish in all types of environments. From barren wastes to lush forests, life can be found. Earth has known these creatures since the dawn of life itself. Only until very recently, things have changed. New life
How?
appeared all around the globe and completely changed the balance of nature and what we know about evolution itself. That is why we, at National Living Research, have been studying these new species, trying to help educate everyone about these creatures and their wondrous ways of life. First, what are these new life forms?
That's what I'm asking.
Since their explosive arrival across the globe in 1931, there has been much debate on what these newcomers are and where they
I just realized that the audio isn't coming through. I gotta turn this up or something right here. I'm so sorry. This audio isn't even coming through. Yeah, the audio's not even coming through, bro. I thought it was working.
very recently, things have changed. New life.
Okay. I'm gonna see if it works on the stream. Okay, it's coming through. Alright, it's coming through now. Let's watch this. We were like around here, so.
Life forms have appeared all around the globe and completely changing the balance of nature and what we know about evolution itself. That is why we, at National Living Meat Research, have been studying these new
sounds wrong.
species, trying to help
just
educate
sounds
everyone about these creatures
scary.
and their wondrous ways
That
of life.
sounds. No.
First, what are these
That
new
sounds
life
weird. I don't
forms?
know what about it is weird, but.
Since
Maybe
their
me.
explosive arrival across the globe in 1931, there has been
Dang!
much debate on what these newcomers are and where they came from.
Oh, wow.
Are they extraterrestrials coming to invade Earth? Or are they demons who come from hell to purge humanity? From what our scientists have discovered, no. The origins of these creatures are solely to Earth, miraculously out of nowhere. We don't know why or how, but one thing is for certain, Earth is now their home. What these creatures are is mysterious and still not well known today. But here is what we do know. These creatures are comprised mainly of muscle tissue, organs, and bones. They greatly resemble animals with no skin, or store-bought meat. Because of these characteristics, they have been named accordingly as Vita carnis. The carni species consume decaying, organic matter, but their main diet is composed of raw meat, not including their carnis relatives. The carnis only appear in places where there is an abundance of crawl, which leads to the first creature of the carnis species, the crawl. The crawl is a growth of meaty tendrils that closely resemble the small intestine, the only difference being the dark red coloration. These tendrils grow in a similar pattern as vines, mold, or fungi. A primary stem structure is the
Ooh.
host of divisions of other, smaller branches. In each tendril
That's
contains
disgusting.
a variety of veins, arteries, and other similar organs used to transport nutrients absorbed from its surroundings. The ends of these tendrils are equipped with organelles used to absorb water and organic matter necessary for growth. The source of these organic materials is mainly found in dirt and soil on surrounding surfaces. Using its reflect tendrils, it absorbs the material and processes it into usable energy. Although, the crawl also obtains energy through another means. Using a sophisticated form of photosynthesis. The dark pigmentation of the smaller branches is ideal for absorbing sunlight, and therefore allowing solar energy to fuel the crawl's growth. Because of its efficiency, it thrives in almost all types of environments, easily allowing.
I don't know if y'all get this and why it's so bizarre. Okay, it's not. Okay. I thought that little piece up here was Antarctica. I was like, they strive it in the cold as well? Nah, we good. We ain't good, actually. As a matter of fact, they're everywhere. They are absolutely everywhere. There's no way to get rid of these things. My mouse is vibrating. Alright.
Allowing it to spread across the world, and can be found pretty much anywhere. Its recent inclusion in the ecosystem has caused many major changes in nature's balance. One may assume that the crawl's presence may outcompete any other competitors, but due to its unique life cycle, where old branches fall off and decay into nutrient-rich compost, all forms of life seemingly flourish instead. The crawl's abundance grants plenty of nourishment to all animals, from plants feeding on the decayed crawl, herbivores thriving on increased plant population, and carnivores feeding on both the abundant prey, and are able to eat the crawl as well. The presence of all these animals leave behind waste, which will be broken down and consumed by the crawl, and the cycle begins again. This form of symbiosis leads to an environment where all populations thrive. Humanity also uses the crawl to our advantage. Because of the supernatural rate of growth and its richness in nutrients, it has been sustainably cultivated into domestic farms.
We got a frame in there.
To our advantage.
We got a frame in that.
Because of the supernatural rate of growth.
Here. There. We had it right there.
Supernatural rate of growth.
Radio tower, crawl. Uh-oh. Something bad happened. I don't know what happened. That's way too blurry. I can't see anything.
Its richness in nutrients, it has been sustainably cultivated into domestic farms. The crawl is harvested and processed into fertilizer, which greatly increases crop yield and quality. The crawl may also be used as a food source for humans, and reliably so. But due to its unkindly appearance and taste, it has yet to reach cuisine standards. The crawl also plays a very important role in the next creatures that we have been studying. Sometimes, in a crawl-populated environment, a node of meat may develop on one of the branches. This node will fall off and grow into a functioning organism, and go to live on as an independent animal.
What?
This leads us to the upcoming species that we will be discussing. The first of these creatures are the trimmings.
Yep. That one was clear as day that there was something there. What you hiding? Yep. Right here. Try me. We're going investigation mode. Oh, there it was. It was right there.
Are the trimmings.
Oh my gosh, bro, they're so fast. Got it. Once upon a time. Why is this so unreadable? That was unreadable. Huh. So what I got from that was that there is this plant. I guess is what you call this. The plant. The crawl. That's what it is. The crawl. So, the crawl is really good for the environment, it's saying, and it's like nutrients to us as well. So it's pretty nice to have around. And at first I was like, oh, nah. Until I realized, oh, yeah, it's pretty nutritious and it's good for the environment. Until it said meat will grow on it and pop off and live as its own organism. I don't even have my headphones on. I don't know how this sounds to y'all. Wait, not my headphones. My headphones. Yeah, my headphones. That's gross. Alright. Let's go on to the next one. Living Meat Research Documentary.
Marcus is a connoisseur of anything that's free.
So
he was happy
this is
to
gonna be
read the
nice.
disclaimer on TurboTax Free Edition.
Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify. Form 1040
Oh, it's an
unlimited
ad.
credits
Oh,
only.
crap. Sorry. I don't know how to prevent those. This video talks about and shows imagery of graphic content like gore, flashing lights, violence, flashing lights so bright.
Trimmings are small animals that resemble skinned raccoons. They are commonly known to have a plump body, round.
What is that? What am I looking at right now? Why does it look like a pizza roll that failed? Looks like a failed Hot Pocket. Man.
Round head, small eyes, no.
God got bored of other normal looking creatures, so he just made this.
Nose and ear holes, and an agape mouth. They are also equipped with a diversity of limbs. All individual trimmings are unique, each with a different body shape, number of limbs, and other characteristics.
It was cool until you showed me that last picture. Now I'm disturbed.
One thing they all share in common is that they are made mostly of meat tissue and are a
Oh,
maximum of
great.
20 centimeters in length, no larger than a basketball.
That was cute.
Its life starts with its separation from the crawl. It will wonder to find anything that is edible and able to consume. Although it is an omnivore, being able to hunt meat and forage for plant matter, trimmings are almost entirely scavengers. Their diet consists of rotting plants and meat, including, but not limited to, fruits, vegetables,
So it's a cannibal?
roots, seeds, insects, and deceased animals. Although its appearance is unsightly,
Oh!
it is a cowardly creature, only fleeing, screeching, and hiding when threatened. Because of its lack of defensive traits, it lies near the bottom of the food chain, making it easily overpowered and picked off very regularly by predators. Naturally, its population would eventually die out. This is not the case. The crawl constantly produces a large quantity of trimming nodes, keeping up their numbers. Naturally, trimmings can be found.
Stop showing me this map. It's not even like on where they are. This is just saying they are absolutely everywhere and there is no way to stop them. Oh wait, hold up. I gotta say bye to my brother.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait, what's that?
That's my microphone. I'm doing a live stream.
Okay.
Bye. Bye. I'm gonna do something in the background real quick while I
wherever there is abundant crawl. Trimmings grow at a decent pace, reaching maturity at around 7 months, having a maximum lifespan of 2 to 4 years. Although they are plentiful, humanity has no proper way to implement trimmings into society. Their overabundance has even considered them pests, due to them digging through trash bins and making excessive noise at night. Besides all of this, some people still keep trimmings as pets, and relatively domestic.
Why? Why would you keep it as a pet? I mean, it kind of looks cute. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't keep it as a pet, but like, that's cool.
Domesticate them. Nuisance or not, trimmings are a wondrous creature. From their plentiful numbers to their skittish nature, they are truly a thing to behold. The next species on our list is the meat snake.
No, got another Once Upon a Time page. I can't read those. I don't know what they're saying. Please help me in the chat. Oh! Sorry, it wouldn't tell me that you were saying stuff in chat. Welcome, Luca. Sorry, it wasn't telling me that you were saying anything.
The meat snake.
Ew.
The meat snake is a worm-like
What did it just say?
creature, made of a variety of types of meat, coated in a transparent,
Again.
skin-like membrane.
No.
Its size varies during its lifespan, depending on how much it consumes. When it first separates from the crawl, it is only a few centimeters in length.
That's a penny? Dang, that thing's small.
Eventually, it will reach an average length of 5 meters.
Oh! What? This thing is twice, it's more than twice the size of a normal human. Oh my. It's almost triple the size of a normal human. Oh my gosh.
Although, under extreme conditions, like natural disasters, war, or plague, it can greatly surpass this length.
That is
The
long.
meat snake's
Yeah, I
diet
agree,
consists
Luca.
entirely of dead animals or parts. A meat snake is incapable of consuming a healthy, living organism.
Oh, so they chill.
The meat snake locates its food by using a tongue-like organ covered in sensors to touch and feel its environment.
What?
The sensors catch particles of decaying meat.
Oh, you gotta go,
notifying the
Luca?
meat snake
Alright,
that
bro.
there is food nearby.
Salute to Luca. See ya, bro.
This process shares many similarities to regular snakes, hence the meat snake's name. Once it locates the corpse, the meat snake will open its jaw and swallow the entire body whole. Once the entire body is consumed, the meat
That's crazy.
snake's stomach will release a variety of chemicals. Some will break down soft tissue like skin, and the connection points between muscles. Others chemicals will then ferment and preserve the tissue to keep it from breaking down for as long as possible. After that, the remaining flesh and bones will move along the meat snake's tract, and slowly be implemented into its own structure, extending the meat snake.
What?
Unsatisfactory parts like skulls, pelvises,
It can do
hair,
that?
and
That's-
fingernails will be excreted. Speaking of skulls, the meat snake will take the skull from the consumed organism and use it as its own. Each meat snake has its own skull, each corresponding to what that one has consumed.
Whoa, wait, hold on. This looks like a human skull. This looks like Godzilla.
During its lifespan, it will swap or replace these
Skull.
skulls if needed.
It's a human skull.
A meat snake's lifespan depends entirely on how much a meat snake consumes. The longest one has lived for was 28 years.
Wow.
The meat snake has no predators and is immune to disease due to its preserving chemicals. The only significant ways a meat snake can die is through starvation, burning, or
Yes, good to know.
Complete destruction of the meat snake's membrane coating. Interestingly,
So we can't die with that. Oh, what is that?
the meat snake is the only member of the Carnies family that is able to reproduce. When a meat snake reaches
Oh,
an excessive
no.
size and is in the conditions to
So
do
it's already being created by the plant thing. Not only is it created by that, it also makes its own. Nah. No.
so, it will commence mitosis, splitting
Oh.
itself in two. Then the now two meat snakes will go on their separate ways and live on as two distinct organisms.
That is disgusting.
Meat snakes can only be found in moderate temperature climates, not too hot,
Oh, for the love of goodness.
not too cold. Their population depends entirely on the amount of
No.
corpses available. Where there is death,
I'm not okay with
there are meat
looking at
snakes.
that.
Humanity will use them to our advantage. Meat snakes are a very efficient and clean way of disposing of any meat products. The preserving fluid within the meat snake's body disinfects the carrion, preventing the spread of disease. Humans use meat snakes in butcher shops as a waste bin, dispose roadkill, within war on the battlefield to dispose of festering bodies and parts, and within zoos to dispose of deceased animals.
Wow.
They are extremely tame, not caring if any creature is around them, only
Oh,
acting
extremely
defensively when
tame.
it is within consuming a meal. This means they are very easy to tame. Overall, meat snakes are a marvelous
looks
creature with a
creepy.
very interesting way of sustaining itself. It is an
Lucy.
amazing experience to encounter one, as long as you don't mind the smell. Our next creature is the mimic.
Oh no. You already know that's gonna suck. Oh yeah, the mimic. That sounds very fun. So the meat snake is our friend. We like him. Your discretion is advised.
The mimic.
Oh no.
The mimic is a bipedal creature
Oh,
with
no.
uncanny similarities to humanoid anatomy. They greatly resemble humans without skin, with added exaggerated features. These features include extended finger length, longer limbs, bulging, empty eyes, and their most prominent
No.
feature, a wide, teeth-filled smile. Although it resembles a happy face, this is due to coincidence, and is only how their facial structure is shaped. The maw of the mimic contains much more teeth than humans, and their teeth is comprised almost entirely of incisors, with some canine and premolars in the back. This tooth composition is ideal for biting down onto meat and swallowing chunks whole.
Oh
A
no.
mature mimic's diet
Welcome
is
to the stream, by
comprised
the way.
entirely of human flesh.
What did it just say? Its entire diet is human flesh. Let's just move on.
Because of this, they are found
No.
solely around
Don't ever do that
human-populated
again.
areas. The
Well, that's
mimic's life
great.
cycle is made of 3 stages. In the first stage, a young mimic separates from the crawl. They closely resemble their trimming relatives,
Yeah.
but are thin, sleek, and only have 4 appendages. In this stage,
Kill it while
the young
you can.
mimic will hunt small animals, moving on to larger and larger as they grow. Once
Kill
large
it.
enough, it will begin metamorphosis into the next stage of life.
No, kill it!
Once fully transformed, it will resemble the description mentioned in
I'm gonna bang my head against the wall if there's something worse than this thing.
the beginning. Its hunting style changes and becomes much more complicated. It
No!
now stalks and feeds
Oh
only on humans.
no!
It will locate human-populated area and begin its search
No!
for an easy target.
It's even worse!
To blend in, it may use objects to conceal itself. These include clothing, mannequins,
No.
and furniture.
Come on.
Once a target has been found, the mimic will observe its prey and learn its routine and when it is most vulnerable. This is
No.
typically when the human is asleep at night. Once the prey is within
Wow.
position, the mimic will advance silently until it is close enough.
Oh yeah.
The mimic will
Rest in
then
peace.
execute and immediately begin consumption. Once the
Loading.
mimic has had its fill, it will leave the scene, a fair distance away from the human population, and begin to digest its meal. Although, in the case that a human is awake, a mimic will use a variety of sounds to either lure or startle prey into cornering themselves. Once a human is in place, it will swiftly attack and kill the helpless target.
Oh no. No. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Lock yourself in the corner. Good idea. And keep the flashlight on. Oh no. That's a GG's. Goodbye. You stayed alive about 20 seconds. That's an easy GG's. They're gone. Yep. It's a GG's. Nope. Nope. I'm done. Nope. No, sir. No, sir. No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Nah. Rest in peace. Oh, I hate you, jerk. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
The next stage of the mimic's life cycle has two potential morphs it may develop into.
What?
If a mimic has a consistent supply of food, it will develop more human-like features.
Oh,
It will
no.
grow skin, hair, and
No.
by the end will look nearly identical to a human being.
Great.
It now can blend entirely into civilization and lure other humans more effectively. The second type of morph happens when a mimic receives an overabundance of food. It will grow into a larger, more evolved hunter. Its proportions will increase in length, and its humanoid features will fade away. It grows a thick, dark coating of a flexible skin, which is highly durable, and increases in strength the more the elder mimic consumes. This excludes the face, which is now coated in a pale pink skin.
No.
The mimic's teeth have also moved deeper into the mimic's throat, leaving its mouth a toothless grin. It uses the dark hue of its skin to hide seamlessly within a dark environment. Its skills have also been heightened. This makes an elder mimic one of the most efficient predators on the planet. Because of the obvious threat this poses on humanity, nations around the world have released instructions on how to be able to fend for yourself
to
in
the
a mimic
stream.
encounter. Here are the instructions.
1. Avoid going out alone if your location is known to have mimics, or there have been mimic sightings.
If it's
Two.
known to have mimics, I'm getting
If you
out.
encounter a stationary mimic, seemingly unfazed by your presence, quietly leave the location and alert your local authorities. 3. If pursued by a mimic, get yourself into a position where you are able to flee. Mimics will rarely attack if a person has a clear escape route. 4. In the event that you have been cornered by a mimic, roll into the fetal position, protecting your neck, face, and vital organs from attack. Make as much noise as you can to alert any other people. 5. If you have a weapon, do not use it. A mimic is fairly resilient, and any strikes or shots on a mimic is not effective enough to bring it down in time. Instead, use it as a barrier between you and the mimic to block any attacks. 6.
Okay.
In a situation where a mimic is hunting in the immediate area, and is not aware of your position, hide somewhere low, like under a bed or behind other furniture.
Well, that's a
mimic
lie.
will not linger too long to search for prey, and
It
will
took like
move
a
on.
whole 2 minutes
Be safe,
finding one
and
person.
avoid any encounters with a
And
mimic
I
at all
found them in like
costs.
2 seconds.
Next up, the harvester.
I do. Oh. Oh no. W chewing sounds, to be honest, though. Whoa, that's creepy. That's horrifying. We're gonna head on to the next one. The Harvester. Alright. This is gonna be so fun.
The Harvester. The harvester is a large, bulbous mass, with a large amount of tendrils spreading from the base. The bulb measures around 3 meters in height and 2 meters in diameter. The tendrils, on the other hand, can extend up to 100.
Wait, that's a feet, right?
The
It's already bigger than a human. There's no hope.
tendrils, on the other hand, can extend up to 150 meters in diameter.
That's more than quadruple the size of a human. That's like... No, that's insane size.
Horizontally. The harvester is a specialized form of crawl that grows in a unique and deadly way. A harvester is created when a node that will grow into a harvester, instead of separating, continues to grow. Eventually, it will grow tendrils of its own. It uses the energy provided by its mother branch and expands its reach further. Its tendrils, hidden just below the surface of the ground. The harvester is equipped with 2 types of specialized tendrils. The first type is bulky and flat. They lie the closest to the surface. These branches are lined on each length of the tendril with spines, extending in the shape of a bear trap. On each side of the branch, those particular spines have a vein that feed into them, that pump 2 types of venom. On one side, the spines can inject a neurotoxin, which will attack the nervous system of whomever it is injected into,
Rest in
causing
peace.
sudden paralysis. The other side can inject an anticoagulant, which when injected, prevents blood cells from clotting. Whenever a large animal moves across the area armed with these tendrils, the branches will clamp onto the animal and thrash violently. Once the prey has been injected with both venoms, the tendrils will rest and the prey will immediately collapse. The animal will be unable to move due to the paralysis, and the wounds caused by the thrashing spines will not stop bleeding. All the prey can do is lie patiently, until succumbing to blood loss. Once the prey has bled out, the second type of tendrils come in. They lie below the spine and equipped once. These branches are thick, but very sturdy. They share similar anatomy to the small branches of the crawl, equipped with organelle that absorbs nutrients. These tendrils sense the blood, and move their way to the surface and begin to absorb the vital fluid. Once the blood has been consumed, the tendrils will wrap around the body and begin to shuffle downwards. This movement loosens the soil and slowly pull the body underground. Once secure, the tendrils will continue to feed until there is nothing but scraps. The nourishment absorbed by the tendrils will be sucked back into the main bulb of the harvester. This bulb houses all the vital organs and the venom glands that pump into the spines.
Yeah, you're screwed if
The
you took a
nutrients are
picture of
then
this.
converted into usable energy. The remains underground decompose, providing a rich soil, causing very prominent plant growth, which then attracts more animals. A strange behavior the harvester displays is its choice of diet. The spines will only activate on larger animals, allowing smaller ones to pass by unaffected. The spines will also not activate on some species of bird. There are a couple theories as to why this happens. One, it could be that attacking smaller animals would cost too much energy for what they get in return, making it not worth the time.
True.
Another could be that smaller animals may attract larger animals or predators, allowing a safe place where prey may thrive and lure more predators. It truly is astonishing. Although it is a spectacular creature, it is also very dangerous. The harvester is decently rare, only populating sparse areas in the northern hemisphere and woodland
Oh my
forests.
gosh, bro, they're everywhere.
If you are stung by a harvester, there will be no way of helping you. being that there is no cure, and fatality is 100%
In other words, it's
possible.
screwed. I hate to.
The best
It's
thing you can do is
100%
avoid
possible.
encountering a harvester in the first place. If you are hiking, take note of any warnings or signs saying that there are harvesters around. If
Dang,
you
they're not
also
that
notice
popular?
an abundance of lush, ground-dwelling plants in a forested area, and there are no signs of wildlife, this is suspicious and you should leave the area, staying close to the base
Yeah,
of
I would
large
think
trees
so.
or rocks. If you find yourself in the middle of a harvester ground, do not panic. Sudden movements may activate the tendrils and will inject you. Although a harvester is rather forgiving, do not risk any skittish movements. Remain calm. If you have any objects with considerable heft, like coats, backpacks, or full water bottles, gently take that object and lightly toss it towards the bulb, and away from your escape route. This will activate the spines on where the object lands, distracting the bulb for a moment. You will then slowly begin to do wide shuffles away from the bulb. If possible, throw another object when you are certain you are a fair enough distance away, just to be safe. Continue until you are completely sure you are out of harm's way. You may come out unscathed, but don't be too obnoxious, or you will be a harvester's next meal. Next up is the host.
Oh no. And I think, how long have we been streaming? We've been streaming for like 30 minutes. That's where we're gonna stop this stream. Next one's gonna be the host. So, when y'all are ready for that, stay tuned. Have a good old day. Subscribe to become part of the family. And I'll see you next time. I'm Burton, and I'm out. Crappiest intro ever. Outro. Okay, yeah, you see what I mean?